She is not aware that the more she thinks of the song by an artist that recently passed away, the more she creates that portal for negative energies to come through. Are you familiar with Extension, the 20-year-old artist that recently transcended?
I had heard of the situation, but no, I'm not familiar with that artist.
She feels for his death. A lot of light workers feel for his death, and they are fighting the negative energies that claim to know why he died the way that he did, or feel like the way that he died was just for him. She's been steering away from that energy because she's very sensitive, but she is aware that there was a message in his song named Infinity 888. She knows that he no longer feels pain, but she still empathizes with his death.
What message do you have to assist her and other light workers in providing more healing in this area versus creating more pain?
Be more loving, but do not lose your strength. It can become very easy for people to give up when it seems like the dark energy is overwhelming. But they must not give up, for they have the strongest hearts of all.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, brother, for that message. Beautiful.
Very, very heartwarming hearing Christian talk about how people cross paths and one person that's having a bad day is just automatically feeling happier. She has that effect as well, which is why it's important for her to be aware of her feelings and vibrations so that she assists with this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sierra is also a transmuter, is that correct?
Yes.
So will she be learning or practicing how when she picks up on someone else's energy, am I going to be able to help her to learn how to start transmuting that energy and healing it?
Yes, you are a great teacher in her life.
Thank you.
She anticipates the lessons needed to be learned from you. It is all part of her life mission to be able to help transmute energies, to help Andromeda, to help get the Earth back on its natural gravitational pull.
Yes, she had mentioned that. What she was shown was that Andromeda being off its axis or Earth being off its axis?
Earth.
Okay, what do you have, what's your message about that?
We are assisting in that they are doing a good job, but there is a need for more empowerment. There is a need to empower people, especially with the line of communication being broadly on social media. There is a need to advocate good. There's so much spreading of deaths and wars and worries. It hurts us to see so many people are recording deaths and spreading that energy around the earth for negative intent, for distraction, for illusion.
Can you help us to understand the difference? I know some of us are getting it, but we need some clarification on the difference between awareness and then the spreading of negativities. Because some people believe that by bringing this awareness forward, like we're going to make a change, and it's not always in alignment with love and healing.
Absolutely. So let's take, for example, the events that happened with, what is his name?
Is it the rapper you mentioned?
No, Eric Gardner.
Okay.
He was recorded being strangled, being suffocated. He couldn't breathe. There is a need for awareness for police brutality, but there's a difference in being aware of police brutality and acting on counteracting police brutality. Everybody is already aware of the cruelness that happens with people as far as brutality, police or other. But it is a different vibration when people are acting on it. No one has acted in helping these souls. Nobody believes that they have the power to change, or they are scared of dying for somebody else. The spreading of these footages can be used to the dark energies' benefit, because most people are doing it out of vain, to be the person that is recording the death of another. It is all done for vain, for attention, and not because they are wanting to help these people. They are doing it for likes. They are doing it for the attention. And it hurts. And it hurts the light workers. It hurts the empaths to see people doing these recordings and not taking action.
Right, right. One of the things that I teach people, like even when they're seeing painful, lower vibrational events that definitely does hurt us to our hearts, is to, I teach two techniques, and please, yes, help us in expanding this or even more techniques. But the two that I primarily teach is, one, imagining this event, have the people involved or the ones with creating the brutality, if they had been healed and loved in their own heart chakras. Because if they had been healed, this event would not have taken place. Or even imagining, because you're adding energy when you imagine how this event can, or just imagining a healthier outcome, like what do you want to see come about, or how you would like to see people interact with each other next time in a healed situation, but just adding an element of healing and love, and how this would not have occurred, or how situations like this will occur in the future when we are healed from our heart chakras. How do we respond from the heart?
You are definitely on the right path. That is the compassion we are looking to spread amongst this planet.
Yes. Do you have any advice or another teaching that maybe I can add to that, or?
It is going to take a lot of time for you to get through to people in that way, because they see it as being, in their eyes, karma. But they do not have the power to determine what karma is. They feel that this is normalcy, that police are put here to be brutal, to be put here to hurt and not protect. That is not why we created that for them. It is a program that people have to get out of, in terms of thinking that the law enforcement is there to hurt and hinder them. But it is also going to take a lot of work and deprogramming from the people that are in law enforcement to understand that this is not a position to kill anybody at will. Just because you are offered a gun doesn't mean you have to use it. This is going to take a lot of inner work, deep psych work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we definitely have to start somewhere, so the more of us that are open and compassionate can start adding the energy to make this transition easier.
Yes.
Is this similar to what Lupe Fiasco? Lupe is also an angelic, is that correct?
Yes.
Right. Is this similar to one of his songs he speaks about? And actually, it's a prelude, and it's actually a female. She's reading a poem where she speaks about, and I think it's in the album The Cool, where she talks about how she's actually speaking on the police brutality, but that even the ones being brutalized accept this, like you said, like we believe this is part of the normalcy, or is to be expected that, that police are able or allowed to behave this way. And we think it's cool, or that's the, title, like we think it's cool too, to be brutalized or even to be put in jail. There's that false program. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for explaining that. Are we able to continue with the body scan?
I'm still working on the heart, but as far as everything else, she's done a good job on sacral cleansing. She just needs to tap into her femininity, her sensuality, and being able to receive. She's doing work on that herself, and we are assisting her in that. She is grounding herself in her root chakra through earthing and working with her aragonite.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about the reptilian? How can we help her?
That was part of what the crown chakra was about.
Wonderful. She wanted to know, is there a lesson? Is there a reason why, other than him desiring her energy, is there a reason why he maintains his presence? Is there anything she needs to learn to help strengthen her auric field and her protection?
Persistence, perseverance. Perseverance is very big with her. She, again, is very easy to give up if she sees something is not working immediately to her benefit. But the more she works at protecting and grounding herself and envisioning her energy shields, the more she becomes strong. She doesn't feel like she is becoming stronger because this is something that she cannot see or touch, but it is something she can feel.
Mm-hmm.
She is coming into awareness of trusting her feelings rather than discounting them as figments of her imagination. There's a need for her to be very, very perseverant, very strong. She has this strength within her